and with the newsletters and such. So we have been reaching a lot more volunteers that way as well, that either things came up today that they had signed up for, or couldn't make it for whatever reason. So we'll be sending this out to all of our networks. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for June's Community Connection event on organizations that welcome youth to volunteer in their opportunities. We have two great organizations presenting today, A Precious Child and WeeCycle. And we also have a list of many other organizations who couldn't present today, but also welcome youth of all ages to join their volunteer corps. We will start with A Precious Child. Nicole Everman, please go ahead.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you to be here today. So we're going to go ahead and cut through a couple slides on the screen here for you, just so you can get to know who A Precious Child is, as well as the different ways you can get involved. So we'll go from there. So our mission here at Precious Child is to provide children in need with opportunities and resources to empower them to achieve their full potential. We have been serving the Denver metro area for the last almost 13 years with supporting children with wraparound services, meeting their basic essential needs across our 8-county service area. Mind switching to the next slide? Perfect. So we started, like I mentioned, about almost 13 years ago in 2008. So these are our core values and guiding principles. So I just wanted to share those along with you guys today. But in 2020, we served more than 57,000 children and more than 20,000 caregivers in the Denver metro area. All of our clients are referred to us by our agency partners. So we are currently working with about over 540 partners right now within the 8 counties. And those are how families refer to us or come to us for services. So we work with other organizations, nonprofits, police and fire departments, health and human services, and foster care agencies. So all of our families come into us by referral. We are based mainly in Broomfield, but we do have 42 satellite locations across the Denver metro area where families can grab quick access to essentials before they come in for their main shopping appointment here at our Broomfield Resource Center. We work on we're focusing on 5 economic mobility initiatives, so child and family advocacy, family stability, academic success, social and emotional well-being, and workforce development. So child and family advocacy includes our empowerment center. That is where our families initially come to us by referral. We work with our case managers to ensure that if the family needs additional support services, either within our own programs or with other programs in the community, that we can work with resource navigation and ensure that we, again, wrap them around in services to help them on their path to self-sufficiency. For family stability, we're pretty well known for our Precious Essentials program. That is our resource center where there's clothing, shoes, hygiene, baby formula, baby wipes, and all types of different home goods and additional items that are available to our families in a store-like setting at no charge to them. Across all our programs, there's no charge. And so we're working with our families to provide a dignified, respectful shopping experience at our resource center to pick up the essentials that their family needs at no cost to the family. We also, like I mentioned, have our satellite resource centers across the Denver metro area, which provide that quick access to those essential items in a smaller capacity to kind of help them tide them over until they can get into our larger facility here in Broomfield. We also work on academic success, providing access to educational needs and support with school supplies, resources that they might need to help improve their grades, attendance, and graduation rates. So our EduEssentials program is an opportunity fund-based program where they can receive a scholarship of funds to go towards something that they need educationally. It might be tutoring fees, could be a graphing calculator that's $100 to go to high school math class with. Just depends on what that child needs for their education. We also do our Fill a Backpack program. In this past year, filled over 20,000 backpacks in last July. We are about to kick that off again and looking forward to doing that. And it takes hundreds of volunteers to come in and fill that many backpacks, and our agencies help distribute those to families in need in the community as well. So that is a great opportunity, which I'll speak to here in a little bit, to help with volunteering is just simply our backpack program. It takes a lot of help, a lot of support from the community to do so. And then our Inspiring Minds program has also been revamped a little bit. We've always had this program, a physical space in our resource center for kids to enjoy STEM-based learning activities. But recently we have kicked off a mentorship program as well. And so if anyone volunteer-wise is interested in being a mentor, this is a new program that is kicking off on September 1st. So we're excited about that as well. And I'll get into that here in just a little bit. We'll go to the next slide. Our last two initiatives are social and emotional well-being and workforce development. So social and emotional well-being, we have 2 more scholarship programs, Gift Arts and Gift Sports, to help our kiddos connect with extracurricular activities that they may not be able to either afford or buy equipment for due to the cost and things like that. So we have those opportunity funds available for them. And we also have our Precious Gift program during the holidays. We provide our kiddos with holiday gifts as well as during their birthday. When they come to our resource center, if it's within 30 days of their birthday, we do provide them with a birthday bag of cake mix, icing, candles, and a few gifts to celebrate. So Precious Gift during the holidays takes a lot of support from the community, whether you're helping collect gifts, adopt a child, or volunteering to put gifts together for a child. We utilize a lot of volunteers during the holiday season, pretty much Black Friday right through before Christmas Eve. We are working in our warehouse, putting gifts together for our kiddos, and it takes a village to do that for sure. Our workforce development is our Precious Perks program, which is providing opportunities for 16 to 24-year-olds who are currently out of school and without employment, helping them with attaining employment in the workforce skill sets that they're looking for to be a little bit more applicable in the workforce community. And so we have opened this up this past year. We saw a huge need as families were laid off during the pandemic, having a hard time getting back into the workforce. So we've actually opened a coffee and gift shop here at a Precious Child right off of our volunteer center. It's very fun. It's very exciting. It's been open right now part-time, but Wednesday through Friday. And it'll soon go in July full-time Monday through Friday and available. And our participants who are 16 to 24 are the ones working in the coffee shop and gift shop and learning retail and checkout experience and all that stuff as well. So very exciting and excited to be able to kick this program off in the middle of the pandemic and really help support everyone kind of struggling to get into the workforce right now, and especially that youth group right now. Some of those 18-year-olds are graduating high school and kind of saying, okay, well, what do I do next? And I don't have the support and resources that a normal 18-year-old might have. And so helping them with that mentorship and that resource that they need as well. And we'll go to the next one. So this is a little picture of our workforce program. I wanted to show you guys just because it's finally kind of up and running. The red couch always makes me laugh because it reminds me of Friends and the couch that they had at the coffee shop. And so again, you can see the apparel and the coffee bar in the back. And again, our participants who are 16 to 24 are actually working this, keeping it stocked and full, and all those fun things that you get to learn when you work in a coffee and apparel shop, which is awesome. So we can move forward to the next slide. So in 2020, our volunteer impact, we saw in 2019 over 9,200 volunteers. We had an amazing volunteer workforce who was supporting our programs and helping us serve the children across the 8 counties that we do. But due to the pandemic, we obviously saw a big decrease of volunteerism. It was a 54% decrease. So our operations took a really big hit. It was really hard for us to be able to keep serving as many families as we did, but the 4,200 that came in last year worked tremendously hard. They were like, we're here for you. And they were supporting us with all types of different programs, whether they're filling backpacks or the holiday program or coming in and doing our resource center, checking families out or helping sort donations in our donation center. It just was a tremendous support that everyone provided this past year. And so we're excited as we kind of move out of the pandemic a little bit more to really be building up our volunteer workforce again. And so there are definitely lots of opportunities and lots of support that we still are in need of to help serve our children across those counties. So in 2020, our volunteers donated over 33,000 hours of service. And again, we would not have made it through the pandemic without our volunteers. I mean, we had people here every day working right with us, Monday through Friday. And those were volunteers pre-pandemic that were doing 1 shift a week. And now they're here 5 days a week. And it was just fantastic to have that support and that they made it fun. They made it fun coming here and helping do all the different kits we were making and cleaning kits and hygiene kits and all things that we were pivoting during the pandemic. So it was awesome. Next slide. So our donation center volunteer is one of our most flexible and popular opportunities. And I love to show this one first because when you don't quite know where to get started with volunteering, this is a great place. It's super easy. You sign up online. It's flexible shifts and flexible volunteering. And we do accept anyone 5 and older for volunteering. So this is a great youth opportunity that I will tell you, our 5-year-olds are working on the same tasks that our corporate groups are working on and our older kids are working on. So it's really flexible for all ages as well as all skill types. So 5 and older can volunteer 5 to 12 with a parent, 13 and older on their own, and just really fantastic way to be able to come in and help sort through items, get things sorted by category, hung, sized, and then restocked out to our resource center where families are able to shop, again, free of charge for the essentials that they need. So shifts are available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. It's via an online sign up. So it's a great summer opportunity to come in and do while your kids are out of school for summer, and a great thing for them to continue to do during the school year. Our afternoon shift is 3 to 5. So it's a great way to come in after school and get in a few hours during the week as well. And then our next opportunity is going to be our resource center. So this is a little picture of our resource center, just so you can kind of see what it looks like. Everything in the back that is in the donation center is processed and then brought out here for our families. So you can see in the picture there, we have clothing racks for kids clothing. We have adult clothing, which is not pictured. And then by the far back white wall, we have a ton of racks for home goods and linens, shoes, sporting equipment, toys, etc. Our resource center volunteers help with providing a really welcoming atmosphere on our resource center and on our store. So helping whether it's stocking, cleaning, making sure things are organized on the racks, to helping families check out. When a family's finished shopping, we bag all their items, help them to their car, just like a normal store would do customer service wise for us. We want to provide that to our families as well. So Resource Center Volunteers is available for 16 and older, and you're able to come in and help support, again, more in the client-facing role with running the store and checking families out and bagging up their items. So this is available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 as well, and it is for 16 and older. And then next slide. And then we do have a couple receptionist positions. This is fantastic availability if you are looking for more of that data entry, welcoming families or volunteers. We have both positions available in our volunteer center. So having a welcoming face, welcoming volunteers, doing their temperature checks right now, assisting to where they're going and where they're working in the building, walking them to those spaces, sending everybody in and all that as well. And then our Empowerment Center receptionist is working on welcoming our families, providing a respectful and dignified experience to them, answering phone calls, making appointment reminders, all types of great stuff. Both of these receptionist positions are a regular volunteer position. So what that looks like is you do need to commit to 1 shift a week for a 3-hour shift. So these are for volunteers 18 and older who are looking for a more consistent opportunity to build receptionist data entry skills, or if you already have those skills, help provide your expertise to a precious child, which is wonderful. And then next slide. And then our seasonal opportunities, as I've mentioned a few times, our seasonal programs, Precious Gift, Fill a Backpack, our sports program, they only happen 1 time a year for a few weeks at a time, but we need hundreds of volunteers to do this. It takes a village to fill 20,000 plus backpacks. So we are filling backpacks again this July and into early August. And our Precious Gift program is happening right after Black Friday into the holidays. So all of the month of December. So we definitely need volunteers seasonally if you want to come in and help support for these programs. Our sports program is hosted at the Ball Arena every September. We go there for a Saturday and collect new and used sporting equipment. And it's a super fun event that we do in Denver on a Saturday in September. And then our signature events are, our bowl-a-thon, our gala, our golf event, our luncheons. All of these are fantastic ways to participate in more of our special events. We just hosted our golf event this past week, and we utilized about 50 volunteers on the golf course helping run contest games and giving waters to the golfers because it was a very warm day. So all types of different opportunities for our volunteers that day. They helped work our silent auction booth, our registration booth, all that fun stuff. So great opportunity for about 50 of our volunteers came out on that day and helped support and run the event. Next slide. And then other ways you can help and get involved. We have other positions, our data entry, we have a volunteer driver position. We have our mentorship program, which is kicking off on September 1st. So if you are interested in being a mentor, definitely let us know. We have that application open as well. And then event support, like I was just mentioning, we do need lots of volunteers at our different special events. And so these are just some of the other few options that I won't go too much into today, but are still available if you are interested at all. And then next slide. And then other ways you guys can help. So as you start volunteering with Precious Child, bring your friends, bring your family. It's really fun to do it together and be supportive. This is why we did allow as young as 5 to volunteer. We wanted the whole family to have access to volunteering together. So it's a great family activity to do. Again, 5 and older can volunteer and 13 and older can volunteer on their own without a parent. So it is a great opportunity for our youth to come in and get involved. We're very passionate about youth helping other youth. So we've really been able to accommodate and make our tasks in our donation center really flexible and easy for all ages. Bring in your team or corporate event, church event. We're here to help support that. We are booking groups for all types of different programs right now and volunteer opportunities. So it's a great way to bring in volunteers as a group. And then attending one of our signature events to get to know us a little bit better. Like I said, our golf event is super fun if that's something that you love. I'm not a golfer, but it's even for me, it's super fun. And so it's a great way to come in and get engaged with our different ways of learning about us is attending one of the events. Even if you'd like to attend versus volunteer, you can totally do that. And then our Leave a Footprint Donor Society is really looking at our consistent giving and saying, okay, maybe I can't volunteer a lot of the, all the time, but maybe I can give $10 a month instead. And that is a different way to help support our programs more consistently, which is just an available option for you guys as well. And that is a little bit about it for Precious Child. So if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer, but I also, I'm sure Kelly will include our email and contact info for volunteering, and it is on the website as well if you guys are interested. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Nicole. And I can say, having volunteered in the donation center, it was a lot of fun. We did a group event there a couple years ago now with our VIP program, Volunteers with Impact and Purpose for seniors. And that was so much fun. And it was a little distracting holding up all the cute baby clothes and kids clothes. I
it's very distracting. You're like, oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. But it's super fun. And like we said, it's great for all ages. So like, I'm really glad you've had that experience. You could talk to about it from your own perspective, which is awesome.
It was a great time and easy peasy and fun, and we were able to be impactful while able to socialize. It was great fun. So it was a good opportunity. Anybody have any questions for Nicole? Her contact information is up for our Precious Child, Nicole Everman. And again, we are recording this and we will post it out everywhere. So let us know how many volunteers you get.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicole. All right, Lindsay Zavak from WeeCycle. I'm very excited to hear about this new organization too.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here today and tell you all about the fun activities that we have for you to do at WeeCycle. If you could go to the second slide with the video, we have a short little snippet that you can see a little bit more about WeeCycle.
Here at WeeCycle, we believe that every child's basic needs should be met. Now more than ever, it's difficult for families to find essential baby gear, let alone afford it. WeeCycle is here to help bridge that gap, and we're experiencing needs more than ever. By recycling baby gear and collecting diapers, wipes, and formula, we help keep Colorado babies clean, safe, and fed, even when the world feels uncertain.
WeeCycle impacts the families that I serve in Arapahoe County by supporting them with the needs of their children. A stroller means different things for different families. A stroller means a mode of transportation for them to get to the doctors. A stroller means a way for them to get home. For a lot of families, a box of diapers is a difference between putting food on the table, paying for their electricity bill, or even paying the rent or the mortgage of their homes.
When you give to WeeCycle, you give vulnerable children and families a stabilizing foundation for growth and the opportunity to succeed. Visit us today at weecycle.org.
Awesome. Thank you. If you want to go to the next slide, that'd be great. All right, a little bit more about WeeCycle before I get into the volunteer opportunities. WeeCycle operates two main programs. We have an essential gear program, and that's where we provide essential baby gear to 50 other nonprofit organizations. And then in addition to that, we have our mobile baby essentials program, and that is where we fill up our bus or our van with diapers, wipes, baby food, and formula, and we're out in the community distributing directly to families. We have a few opportunities for volunteer engagement. Just like a Precious Child, volunteers are essential to our ability to do our work. So we are so thankful for all of you that are watching and want to come and volunteer. The first volunteer opportunity is at our warehouse. The shifts are on Tuesday mornings from 9 to 11, or again from 11 to 1, 1 to 3. You can do the exact same shifts on Thursdays. Basically, anything at the warehouse would be similar to what Precious Child talked about at their donation center. Sorting, inventorying, cleaning, putting away gear, going through the cute little baby clothes. Very similar to that volunteer experience. It is really fun and very distracting all at the same time. If you want to go on to the next slide, that'd be great. The other volunteer opportunity is our mobile baby essentials market volunteers. This is good for ages 10 and up because there are vehicles moving through. We ask that children under 10 don't attend. I think I may have forgotten to mention that at our warehouse, we take volunteers that are 8 and older. The mobile baby essentials markets, the times and locations vary. If you go to weecycle.org/volunteer, you can see all the different dates and locations and times. For all of our mobile markets, we partner with food banks and also with Colorado Pet Pantry and period kits so that families can get everything they need in one stop that week. We know that time is precious. And so basically families just line up in their cars and they drive through, they approach the WeeCycle table, volunteers go to the cars, find out what they need, and then put the items in their trunk. So it's very COVID friendly, although hopefully we're moving past all of that. We'll see. But even so, it's a really great opportunity to get out in the community and really see where donations are going. And then the third opportunity, if you want to go to the next slide, is something a little bit more unique. This is a virtual opportunity for children of any age. And if you could go ahead and play the video, it's a really great way to recap what this program looks like.
150,000 Colorado children live in poverty. WeeCycle is here to help. Living in poverty means that some people aren't able to earn enough money to buy food or a home to live in for their families. Here's a snippet from the book Maddie's Fridge. When Sophia and Maddie played at the park, they stretched their toes to the sky, they climbed to the top of the ladder and flew off the end of the slide. They stayed until the buildings grew long shadows and even the taxis stopped honking. Let's play on the climbing wall, Maddie said. No way, Sophia said. I can't reach. Yes way. Maddie scooted up to the top of the climbing wall. Your turn. Sophia put a foot on the bottom rock, grabbed with one hand and stretched, but she couldn't reach the next hold. Sophia's stomach growled. I give up. Let's get a snack. No way, Maddie said. Let's stay here. Yes way. Sophia ran to Maddie's building and raced up the stairs. Wait, Maddie ran after her. Maddie was the best climber, but Sophia was the fastest runner. Sophia swung open the door of Maddie's fridge. What have you got? We have milk, Maddie said. I'm saving it for Ryan. He's still little. Why doesn't your mom go to the store? Sophia asked. We don't have enough money. But what if you get hungry? We have some bread, said Maddie. I guess I'll go home to eat, said Sophia. Please don't tell anyone, said Maddie. Okay, I promise. Bust a move to help WeeCycle support Colorado families living in poverty. Your teacher or parent will give you a sheet that looks like this. Your job is to make a goal for how many moves you want to do throughout the week. Each move is equal to 1 nickel or 5 cents. And then you ask for sponsors, which are people that will give you 1 nickel for every move that you complete. To earn your nickels, you can do a variety of moves. You can do one of the examples provided in this video, or you can come up with your own move. Let's see how creative you can get. Parents and sponsors, this one's for you. Donate sponsorship funds at weecycle.org/give. Thank you. Yeah, so this volunteer opportunity is something that we developed during COVID. We wanted people to have a way to engage without having to come into a location. And it's also really great for younger kids. I have a 2, 5, and 7-year-old, and they're all able to participate in something like this, which is really great. So basically, if you would like to participate in the Bus to Move fundraiser, you just contact me and I'll send you all the forms you need as well as the video. The video is intended to be shown to your child so that they can learn a little bit more about what poverty looks like and how children are impacted. And on to the last slide. All right. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if I put a concluding slide in or not. Well, thank you all so much. We really appreciate the time to talk more about WeeCycle and the impact we have in the community. And we really hope to have some volunteers on board soon.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. A question, where do people donate baby things and formula and diapers and such?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we accept donations at our warehouse in Aurora, which is at 20 South Havana Street, number 210, on Tuesdays from 9 to 11, and then again on Thursdays from 12 to 2.
Great. Thank you for sharing all of these great opportunities, especially for kids to volunteer and everybody. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay. Thank you so much for all of the great information. Again, we are posting this everywhere and to our greater volunteer networks. And we look forward to seeing, hopefully, a lot of kids this summer are looking for things to do, and we'll be able to join you in both of your locations. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.